So Loretta Broughton, and it's her brainchild. I know that Charity Never Faileth has been around for about 3 years, and it's her brainchild, and it was her idea to say, I really feel as though I'm going to be able to resonate really well with Dawn. We had this conversation before. I'm going to reach out to her. I don't know what's going to happen, right?
Here we are.
But I'm going to reach out. And so tell the story. You got on the internet, you went to her website, filled out.
I really didn't know if I'd hear from her, but she answered right back immediately.
To your shock?
Yes, to my question. I was surprised.
Okay. And then
And after about the second email, I asked her, I said, is this the real Dawn Wills, or is this somebody that's working for her? And she says, it is me. So,
then what happened? Did you gals sort of connect by
Well,
phone?
connect, and the thing is, what she was doing really got to my heart to see, and I'm around the world a lot, and I don't always have the time. And I'm a Nevada girl, so Arizona's pretty close,
That's right.
And I have a foundation in Nevada with women and children in northern Nevada. And what you're doing by starting by yourself in a small way to begin with, really got to me, because I think we tend to give to the ones we know about a lot, and to see that what you've started by yourself and how far you've come already, it's very important you just keep at this, and anything we can do to help, it's really, and the whole community here should know that.
That's awesome.
well, we're not going to give up.
Oh, I know
Not
you're
going to give up. And
No.
I've been around for 3 years, and I know that you have a website, obviously, and that website is
CharityNeverFaileth.us.
.us, and that's a way that everybody that's listening can go and donate to the cause. Give me an idea as to some of the work that you've been able to do in the last 3 years. And I know that, as I said before, your heart sort of speaks to children and vice versa. So what's kind of happened? What have you been able to do in the last 3 years for some of our kids?
For some of our kids, well, we basically have been rich. We do a lot of service with the kids, opportunities. We are actually approved to fulfill service hours for juveniles to the government as well.
Awesome.
So
You're feeding the children. I understand that there's some teaching or some courses or some classes you were
we will
talking
be,
about.
yes, we are starting teaching where we're going to be doing real life education and hands-on classes.
Can I ask you a question? How do you know in this community what is needed? How do you figure that out?
How do we figure it out?
Because so much is needed everywhere, but
Oh, they
how do
are,
you zone in on what
yes.
you really want to do?
We actually have a board of directors, and we like to claim that we handpick our projects through the board of directors, and we have to know that there really is a true need there.
So it's a
us to be able
filtering
to help
process,
them.
and you
Yes.
do all your due diligence and decide what.
Do you turn many down?
Yes, we have actually turned,
You don't have enough for
Sometimes.
everyone, I guess,
That's
so you have
right.
to concentrate.
because we are a small fraternity, we haven't been around like the Boys and Girls Club. We, of course, can't help everybody.
And how do you get to each community member in the community to say, here's our message, here's our need, give us a beginning,
Word of mouth, talking, communication,
Right.
networking, which is how we met several of our
And events,
people.
obviously,
Events,
social
yeah.
media events. Awesome. So
Which
again,
is-
we do want to remind that it's CharityNeverFaileth.us. It's a place that you can go to donate. And I want to thank you very much for being here, but I'm going to go back to Dawn for a second and ask her another couple of questions.